Many cruisers may never think about getting sick on a cruise, but as a travel agent and a registered nurse, I do. I'm going to give you the exact items that I pack in my cruise survival kit on every cruise, and some of these items may even surprise you. Let's talk about it. So in my cruise survival kit, I'm going to have medications for pain, like Tylenol and Advil. That's going to cover both pain and fever. I'm going to have medications for a common cold, like a Buckley's cough syrup and maybe some cough drops. I'm also going to have medications for the stomach bug, so Pepto-Bismol, loperamide. These will help if you get anything like the norovirus, which is common on a cruise. And I'm also going to have medications for seasickness, which we're going to break down a little bit more in depth later in the video. The cruise medical center on board is great, but it's not like walking into your normal pharmacy. You're going to pay a little bit more, and they're going to have a minimal stock of medications for these types of illnesses on board the cruise. So I always like having my own personal stock so I can treat myself as needed instead of having to go to the clinic on board. Now, something I learned the hard way and now I always have in my cruise survival kit is the travel insurance information. And I don't mean just knowing you have insurance, I mean actually having the policy card with you at all times. Because I got into a situation where I traveled outside Canada, I didn't have this information with me, and ended up with a $20,000 US medical bill. So I learned my lesson. I wanted to make sure you guys don't make that same mistake. So now what I do is I always keep a photo of my travel insurance policy in an album on my phone at all times. Oh, and by the way, if you want my full cruise travel kit, click the first clickable link in the description below. It's completely free. Now this next item is kind of like a hidden gem. A lot of people don't think about this, but I bring electrolyte packets. Cruises are busy. You're out walking the ports in the sun all day, not drinking enough water, you may get a little dehydrated. Also, you may pick up a stomach bug, which could also dehydrate you. And you may have too much fun the night before and need a little pick-me-up. So this is why the electrolyte packets are a must-have, and they're starred on my list to have in your cruise survival kit. As I hinted at before, now we're going to talk about what I actually pack for seasickness. Some cruisers just skip this completely. They've never been seasick, so they don't feel they need it, but I don't think that's the right thing to do. It's a lot easier to be prepared and not need it than need something, not have it, and have to go visit the cruise medical center. So what I personally put in my kit for seasickness is scopolamine patches, Dramamine, Benadryl, and Gravel. These are my staples that I always pack so I can take care of myself or anyone that is with me if they end up becoming seasick. And one mistake I do see cruisers make is they wait until they feel really sick before they actually take anything. Whereas if you medicate at the first signs of seasickness, it's a lot easier to control it than it is to wait till you get extremely nauseated and try to come back from that. I always recommend packing these items for seasickness, whether you need them or not. It's always better to be prepared and not need something. Now this next item might not apply to everybody, but as a nurse, I bring a small first aid kit. And I'm not talking about packing an entire pharmacy. I'm talking about packing small supplies like Band-Aids, gauze, maybe some saline, some things to patch up small wounds. Because some things that can affect your vacation aren't medical emergencies, but it's very frustrating when you don't have something you need and you have to go visit the cruise medical center. Now, I've spoken about these in a previous video, and I was actually quite surprised how many cruisers commented that actually bring these on board the cruise ship, and it's disinfectant wipes. When I enter my cabin, I always wipe down high-touch surfaces, your door handles, your remote control, your phones, your light switches. I get these all wiped down with disinfectant wipes. It just gives me peace of mind that I've done what I can to keep myself healthy on board a cruise ship. Now, this doesn't mean that cruise ships aren't clean. They do a very good job. It's for my own peace of mind that I know I'm doing what I can to keep myself healthy. So what are you going to do if you get to the port, the data isn't working, the cruise line app is down, or you've lost your phone? Why am I asking this question? Your documents. You have to have these printed out so that if these things happen, you can still board your ship. You need to print out your boarding pass, have a paper copy, print out your insurance information. Make sure you have your passport in your kit as well. These are things you need to have so that if those things I just asked, if they happen, then you are safe. You can still board the ship. Preparation isn't about expecting something bad to happen. It's making an unexpected situation easier. My goal is not for you to worry about everything that can happen on a cruise ship. My goal is for you to be prepared, relaxed, and ready to cruise. If you haven't done so already, click the first clickable link in the description below. Grab my cruise survival kit. I'm Ashley Neal. I'll see you in the next one.